Great. Rise and sunshine. I'm here this morning, early this morning, to talk about soldiers of souls. Something that many people don't understand or understand. That um, exactly what a soldier of souls is. It's not a religious church preaching. Although in this reality, they have made it, they have controlled it, the minds of the mass, and made you think by turning documents that spoke of this very thing, soul saver, soul, and they made it a reality, a physical reality, that it's some man, prophets. But this is further from the truth. It's not prophets, it's not a man. It's not a man, it's not a fictitious man who, just because his skin is bright, clear, that makes him intelligent, that makes her intelligent, that makes her above those who skin isn't clear or light. That's not the physical manifestation of light. The physical manifestation of light is the dark skin, is the black. And what we don't understand is how, hey, that guy from Texas, not good morning, but great rising, because when they say good morning, they want us to put a curse on ourselves. And a lot of times, yeah, I fall for these words because we are all brainwashed and controlled in this system of illusion, of lies, which only means it's a spell. We're being cast under a spell of falsehood. And what many don't understand is it's a war. And we have to break down these constructs in our minds and in our hearts, because they know that we are good people by nature, and good people are easily to manipulate. And that's what they have done. They have manipulated us into thinking that it's about skin color. Why? You have to think common sense. Why would they go to skin color? Because they know skin color tells the tale of the true people. The sun is not truly bright like that. The sun is really black. They know for themselves, they know for a fact that the sun is darkness, and darkness is not void of light. That we are the true light beings, and they had to make white, which is light, is its hidden word, code word for light. They had to make themselves the light of the world. And a lot of our people don't understand that. They want to come over with their, how do you say it? The domain, the excuse me. They want to bring over the degenerate ideologies of the world. And, I'm all about love, but I know what to love, and that's called balance. You love one, even the Bible says, love one and you have to hate the other. You cannot love something that destroys your people. If you love something that destroys your people, you're out of balance, and that keeps us out of balance. Just like when they tell us about the good and the evil, there's no good and evil separated. You can't separate your good from your evil. My good is what I do for my people. My evil is what that good does against that which wants to destroy my people. If you can't understand that, then maybe you're not a soldier of soul. Because you were taught backwards. And interracial marriages is destruction of a people. Having children in interracial relationships, you already physically committed that destruction because you're transhumanizing what they like to call a being of light into a being of light and destruction and balance. An imbalance by nature, not because I said so, not because I have an ego, but because the destruction of a people is critical. The destruction of a people's souls is what's most important and is critical. You can destroy the body, that's okay. But when it comes to their souls, that's not okay. When it comes to misleading them and misguiding them down a road of destruction, that's not good. That's not good. That's not love either. It might be misguided, it must be misunderstood as such, but it's not such. Now let me get into the coronavirus. Hold on, family. That guy from Texas, are you? Then you, hold on. Then you understand well what I'm talking about. And I come from a mixed background as well. So we know firsthand. That's why we make choices in our lives on which way we want to go. Because I know that to go one way is to create more destruction, and to go the other way is to create more loving, more balanced people on the planet, if they are allowed to be more loving and balanced. But our people are not even allowed to be loving and love ourselves. We have so many things out here that block that. Their own minds block it, even though they say they're pro-Black. But deep in their hearts, they block that. And their imbalance comes out because they'll show hate towards their own people instead of being that understanding they need to be, no matter what their people do to them. And I have mentioned this on my Facebook many a times 5 years ago about how important it is to love one another and forgive one another before you go somewhere else to a strange and ununderstood place where you know destruction comes from. For a fact, everybody knows destruction comes from there. But accepting it is breaking down the ego that has been built, because the ego is an illusion, and the ego lives in the illusion. And I one day was like that too. where I thought like that. But I'm far from my ego. I'm far from there. And many may want to say that the ego is loving yourself and wanting to save the soul. But if you know what the soul is, it's not anything in this illusion that is greater than anything in this illusion, then you will want other people to experience, get the chance to be allowed to experience themselves and know what true liberation in life is. That is not the illusion that we live in. Yes, but it's more to it than just the surface. You said real humans don't need sunscreen. The sun is natural element. Yes, but it's more to it than just the surface. We can't even just be black. When you live and you think that people don't like you because you're black, it's more to it than that. If you think that people don't like you because you're black, you're going to live life on the surface. You're going to be fighting for certain things in this illusion that we have to let go of and let be gone. That's why just being black and proud, it doesn't cut it. It doesn't do anything. If you want to be black and proud, go to the dark, do this work, do rituals. That's black and proud. What you do in the spirit world. It's not what you do on the surface. It's not about being anti-light, because you're not anti-light ever. Everybody loves the light. Everybody loves the light. Even I love the light because I live in the light, and that's all we've been taught is the light. But we don't know that we are the light. And the best education would have been for us to know who we were and our true works and our true arts and our true knowledge, basically, which is a high knowledge. If we were taught that, then the world wouldn't be the way it is now. But because that is hidden from us, we have to go against this energy that has put us in a position where we love the light, but we are blind to the truth of the light. What is the true light? Right now, it's a falsehood that these people carry over themselves, which is that they are the white people. Basically code for we are the people of the light, but they're not. That's our identity. And because that is our identity that's been stolen, it's been hidden from us to make us think that we have to be enlightened in their knowledge, which is a lower knowledge, to get something that's here today, gone tomorrow. Fake money, fake everything. And they make it so glamorous. But once you see the truth and you realize it's not as glamorous as they have made it out to be, then that's when your soul is liberated from all this. And you have a hate for anything that goes against your soul. You go back to what you remember about yourself. That happiness is within, that the riches is within. There's nothing outside of that. that just being with loved ones was enough. But they took us so far. They took us astray so far from our truth, from our truth, through lies, through a lot of things, imagery. Now, a friend of mine's passed away recently. She passed away, and she passed away from lupus. I want to talk about the destruction that has already been done to our people. She passed away from lupus that people say is hereditary, but I don't think any disease is hereditary. You know, no, don't be sorry, because we know that death is a time of celebration, even though I just found out she passed away 2 weeks ago. And I really appreciated the last moments I did spend with her in 2014 or 2013. 2014, it had to be. Or it was 2013, I think. It wasn't a year before my stepfather passed. It had to been 2013. Which seems so long ago now. But the last moments with her, I knew my friend wasn't the same person. Mama! I'll be back. I'm back. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're up and they're making noise and everything else. But what happened was, they say that's a hereditary disease, but, we know that Black people folks are not born with these diseases and nothing's hereditary. But they have made it that way for us. In the past, they did all kinds of experiments on our people. Please, anyone out there, please do your research on Kellogg, Dr. Kellogg, and how he took orphaned Black children and he did godforsaken things to them. Yeah, there's a cure for everything. But unfortunately, people who are not with money, enlightenment, don't get that. So we were purposely put in this position, you know that. So by no means, all you can do is join it. All you can do is join it and the destruction of your own people, pretty much. That's all you can do. Hold on again. My apologies, Dr. CB. Yes, yes. And they don't want us cured of anything. They don't want us cured of anything, and that's evident. It's evident. But my friend battled most of her adulthood because I guess she found out when she was, in her adulthood. But I've known her ever since we were real tiny girls. And we lived, it's almost as if we followed her parents in the neighborhoods because we lived in almost every neighborhood, so that was fortunate. She was always the popular girl, well known, very intelligent, very strong. Her strength is one thing that I will always remember. But when this disease she found out she had took over her, it took her away. It took her away. And this is what made me fight. Before her, losing people in my life that were really close to me, understanding death and what it means, being more close to the spirit world versus being so engulfed by the glamour and illusion of the physical world. True, there's no money in a cure. You're right about that. Because they don't have the mind for that. And when our people mix with them, they do the children a very, very injustice. And I spoke on that many, many times about how our biracials have to battle each day with themselves. Every day of their lives, they have to battle. And for some reason, our people don't want to, they're just so stuck in this false glamour of the world that they're not thinking about what's the riches we have within us. It's not about what's outside of us. It's about the riches we have inside of us. That's the most important thing in life. Because you can't just live on the surface. When you live on the surface, that makes bitter, when you don't give anybody anything, of course people are bitter in life. When people don't have anything, of course they're bitter. When you don't have love, celebration, acceptance, those great high frequency vibes that lift you up so high that there ain't no coming down half the time. But that natural high, if you're not out doing that for people and for yourself as well, then you might as well be of destruction. If you're empty, soulless, because that's soullessness. That's nothing of a person with the soul. Person with the soul has rhythm, has so much that I can describe it, but maybe I can't describe it at the moment. But it's life. Let's just say that. It's a lot of life within you. People under the falsehood, they may seem like they have the life, but that's all physical. That's all glamour. You have to think without the glamour, there would be no control over your minds. Because we know this, because before the glamour, the falsehood and the illusion came, we had a lot of things. We had dance, but they made our dance destructive. They made our dance destructive. They made our expression of what we feel inside something bad, you know. So she had strength, but when a disease comes over somebody, you can tell how it takes away their whole being. So my friend left me. I She left me, I guess, the day when she found out she had the disease. She not just me, but she left all of us. You know, she was never the same person, never the same person. Because when I went and I was around her, I didn't get that person who I knew before. I got a different person. I got a person whose life totally changed, and I really contribute that to this disease in her life. And like, diseases are nothing but entities to me, entities that want to take over our bodies, and that's what they do. That's what they do. You said that's why. I agree. That's why many people believe that the more money we make, the more stuff we need to buy. Hoarding. Hoarding. You mean like hoarding? I apologize. I'm drinking my orange juice. Yeah, I know she made a smooth transition. I think she was ready to let go. She almost died before. Um, she almost died before, and her loved ones weren't ready for that. And she told me about those moments, and um, she shared those moments with me when her family wasn't ready for her to pass, and they wanted her to fight, and she felt like she couldn't fight because she had always been so strong. I know many of us know strong people like that in our lives who we always saw as being who we always seen as being strong in our lives. And we want them people to be here, but they suffer. They suffer here. Yes, yes. Sometimes things hit us in this life, things hit us, especially memories that'll always be in our hearts. And they'll always be around us. And I wonder, I often wonder, uh, what they're doing now, after they pass. What are they doing? Can they see? Do they realize the truth? Do they realize the truth? I like to think they do. I like to think that everything is revealed to them. I like to think that they are released from all. You know, that they're finally liberated and free from this place. She had children. They weren't quite. I would say they're almost adults, teenager. Well, her youngest, I think, was in high school, and but she has great parents. So, and you know, so everything's all right. Um, but she was always, when we were younger, popular and very, very fun to be around and smart, very smart, you know. So to have that personality gone, from this disease, it was very difficult. As we hung out for a while, but like I said, she wasn't the same person that I knew. And a lot of times things come in our lives and it takes away who we are and who we meant to be. And that's what I saw. A destruction. And I continue to see destruction around me. People who are living today, but it's just the same thing happens to them, disease. It doesn't have to be a physical disease. It could be just imbalance is a disease in itself, you know. And this coronavirus is a entity that I had come face to face with. I don't have corona, but I came face to face with it because every day when you go to this grocery store, people, some people may have it because you can sense it. I could smell it. You know how you can smell sickness? I can smell sickness. I smelled her. I've smelled my friend's sickness, her disease. And you can smell when something is not right. And I smelled that, and it was right in my face. It was like an entity. I've come face to face with these entities. And hold on. Yes, it is. Corona is very serious. It's very, very serious, and we have to combat it. It is an entity, but it gets into the body when you I'm back. My apologies. Hold on. Yeah, I'm back. My child took my phone and I got it hooked up to my Wi-Fi. I apologize. But yes, Corona is something very serious, but people on the surface don't understand the spiritual world. It's all about spirits. And Corona is a soulless, bodiless entity. It's like one of those super soldiers that they were talking about the military creating. It literally came out of the body of a man at the store and to confront me. And I smelt it. It was in my face. But I held my breath. I remember to hold my breath, but I know I was thinking about, oh my God, am I inhaling this? But what I did was I held my breath until then some other spirits came along. Spirits of healing. They were in the air. When I moved away and I went to some other owl, I was hit in the face by this medicated smell, this natural, ever since strong, sweet smell. And I was glad to inhale that. It smelled better, way better. And I inhaled that, and then I got a sweet scent smell after that. And it was way, way better than that Corona incident that I had the other day in the store. But if you work in your body hard, it wants to get in there because it knows the body muscles and everything is stressed. If you are upset all the time, it wants to get in there because it knows that your body is weak. That's why it wants a stressed body. That's why it wants a diseased body. So a lot of our people who are already suffering from lupus and cancer and all these things, these viruses that are out here are meant to attack them because their body is weak. So that's why it's important that we make sure our body and our minds and our souls are strong soldiers. You know, the total soldier. Make sure you put in your body all the things we need when we're out here. You know, we need everything that is good and building within our bodies. We always taught that in your green vegetables, all that stuff helps your immune system. You nurture your immune system. Drink oranges, fresh squeezed oranges, fruits, vitamin C, all those different things. Vitamin Bs, garlic, lemons. All the good natural herbs are going to help with the immune system. And we're under attack. So thank you for coming and listening to me, that guy from Texas. And I know it's early in the morning. Yeah. True love, real peace. And always remember the soul. Till next time. Peace.